I'm in the office doing the thumbnail for yesterday's video, and I hear this thing. I hear something start up. I come in and spoon started the Black Z. Yeah, you're good. I think when I pulled up in the Red Z, everyone was like, hey, the Red Z. Everyone goes, you gotta pull the Black Z out next.
Straighten up a little.
I don't think we've driven this car since Night Ride was here. Have you seen this thing move since you worked here? Okay.
7 months.
7 months.
It's sitting there. God, that thing is so sick.
It's a good car, isn't it? I forgot what low it was. Or
You got cobwebs on the Maesties. Tripping.
That thing's so good. Got it locked up in the back. Shame on you.
Bro, I come to my house, I come here. It's my whole entire existence.
It's summer.
It's summertime, so we pulling the whips out.
How many cars can one guy drive
at
at
Luke.
once?
That's how low.
He's got a bunch of friends.
That's how low this car sits.
I'm gonna take it home tonight.
This thing?
Nah,
That front lip is...
thing's way too low. It's gonna have to go up a little bit.
If you guys are new to the channel, actually you don't even have to be that new because I guess it's been a long time.
Yeah.
This is my second Z, one of the first cars we built on the channel other than that and the coupe. This is a true Fairlady Z. Came from Japan. It's a 2+2, so it's got back seats unlike the red one. This car was my first import. I got this from HP Imports many moons ago. Shout out to for Jack on this one. This was a really, this car is beautiful. This car has like 40,000 original miles. It's amazing condition. And then we did an engine swap on it because you have to, because the VG kind of sucks. Boom. The SR20. My hood prop is in some weird spot. Okay. It's very dusty under here. I think this car taught me the most about tuning because I retuned this car like 30 times. The only thing that sucks about this car was I got ripped apart for years by people for putting an SR in a Z.
Really?
Oh yeah, people hated this. They thought it was the weirdest thing. They couldn't get over the fact that I pulled a 6-cylinder out, put a 4-cylinder in. But
It looks so at home.
It looks like it's meant to be.
it looks like it's meant to be there, right? And honestly, I like the way this feels better than the LS in the red car. I think it makes the chassis feel more nimble. The power band is more suiting to the chassis.
How long did it take us to do this? Did it in 30 days.
Oh yeah.
Shave bay.
Broke as
Everything.
This is stock SR.
You shaved it? You painted this bay?
We painted this bay in 3 days.
This was one of the first things me and Ryan really did together, was paint this bay. One of our nicest paint jobs too, and the dirtiest shop ever. I cleaned up crazy. It's got nice paint on the thing. It's probably one of the coolest paint coats from Nissan too. Black diamond pearl metallic. It has so much flake in it. It's hard to tell because it kind of just looks dusty. But it's actually a super cool color. I like where this is going. That's sick.
You know what's missing?
The black 15. The trifecta.
All on Meisters.
Crazy.
This thing sounds so good.
It's so, dude, it's such a good car. It's stupid how good of a car this thing is.
Can't keep these things locked up anymore.
Alright, so it's nice to have the Z's out and clean, but we gotta get back to work on the RX-7 because last time you guys saw this thing, we tried to get it running. We kind of got it running.
For a few seconds.
It ran for a few seconds. We heard some braps, but we need this thing to run for longer, so we need to finalize the cooling system here so we can get this thing to idle, heat up, let the motor break in a little bit, hopefully build some compression so it can start a little bit easier next time. But this was like the last piece of puzzle. Right here, a little crossover tube, you like that? Spoons working on something, let's go check it out. A little oil fill right here, a little oil fill neck.
Oh, you can smell the old ass oil.
Yeah, it didn't clear the FD intakes, the FD style intakes, so we had to do some modifications. See if she fits. Yeah, it's a little different.
That's why I didn't want it.
Over here, what, it just looks funky. Yeah, clears the intake. Sick. And then there's a pesky little coolant line that goes from the rear rotor, you see right here, and then all the way to the thermostat housing. Time to find out what parts of the cooling system I forgot to hook up.
Good so far.
First leak, our little coolant drain plug wasn't tight. Easy fix. How much coolant does this thing hold? It's such a small engine. Alright, we still gotta wire in some relays, but we'll get there, alright? We just want this thing to run under its own fuel this time. You guys saw last time it could only run on brake clean for a little bit. This time there's coolant in it, so when it starts running, we can let it run for a while. Let it go for a full heat cycle, let the seals break in. So the goal is to get it running on the brake clean, try not to flood the thing. And then once it's running on the brake clean, turn the fuel pump on, and hopefully it should run off the pump gas. Eh?
That's the goal.
Alright boys, give it a shot. What do you want, dude? Like, I don't know what she wants. I don't know what the she wants. It's just acting crazy. Try and start it. Wow, it wants all the air. Look at all the smoke that's from the inside of the interior. I'm gonna cover that. That was the longest I ever ran for.
That
was
is.
that two? That was two rotors, right?
Yeah.
Look at the shop. Holy shit.
Immediately.
Rotary life.
The run with no brake clean, just full throttle, and it just somehow starts, and then spoon do the rest. You ready? Oh, it started with the fuel pump. I don't know if that was
brake clean.
I don't know if that was a sham, but we're gonna find out. It wants to start. It's crazy because like it needs a lot of air. Like it will not start. It is not happy unless like
it's full throttle.
It is full throttle, yeah. Fuel pump. Let's give it a shot. Fuel pump. All right. Stop playing games. Woohoo! Oh, backfire! Oh, you were so close. Well, we got no fuel pressure.
That was the longest it's run.
Yeah, and then we lost fuel pressure. Damn it. Damn, the fuel pump died. It was going though. That means we're good. That means we're close. All right, pump. All right, crank it. sounded so sick.
That was so good.
Okay, it started on the fuel pump, no issue. We had to throttle it quite a bit, but I'm gonna play with the idle screw real quick so I don't have to hold it open because it's really hard to hold. And then let's get this thing up to operating temp. It sounds sick, dude. That sounds so good. Holy
Lumpy.
shit.
Rotaries, they make you work.
All right, we're gonna FaceTime Vargas and just not even say it. Steve, just blank face. And then just don't even show him, just let him hear it.
I'll tell you where my finger goes. Hit it. Of course.
This thing, we got it running great, and of course, when we go to FaceTime you, it doesn't start. I don't know. It's been great. It's been great, and then.
Hey, have somebody disconnect the fuel pump and then when it turns on, hook it back up.
All right, I got too greedy. I let go of the throttle. I thought I had it.
He thought he had it.
So we're just gonna let it idle for a while, let it get to operating temp, let it maintain operating temp for a little while, just make sure the engine gets all set. We really shouldn't have shut it off that last time, but I thought Vargas was yelling at me, but it's fine. It'll be fine.
Precautionary.
All right, hit it. Alright boys, so it looks like we cracked the code, right? We got the right recipe to get this thing running. Now we figured out how to get the thing started. So, it's a Bridgeport engine, which means they're naturally hard to start up. Anyone has a Bridgeport, well, there's probably some guy out there like, dude, mine starts mint. Like, started first mine starts motherfucking try. Yeah, right? Well, I learned a lot already and I'm pretty pumped about it. So, realistically, at cranking, the Bridgeport engines are finicky, right? Very, very finicky. What I've learned is the engine really doesn't like any timing in it on the startup. It doesn't like a lot of timing. It doesn't like a lot of fuel. It's very sensitive, like during cranking. Start it up full throttle, get all the air in it, It's happy, it builds momentum pretty quick, and as soon as it starts running, switch back over to standard like fueling and ignition conditions, right? I learned quickly you have to change your map very quickly, very violently once it has some RPM in it. Something that like is not very common for, I guess, like a piston rod engine, right? Your cranking conditions aren't extremely different from your idling conditions here and there, right? We found the recipe to get this thing started like every try, which is good. It sounds absolutely incredible. Like you guys heard it in the last video, but dude, like, especially banging off limiter like that, it was only hitting like, we were only going like $5 and it sounded insane. I'm already obsessed with this. Like, I want to build another one. Holy shit. Obviously it's open down pipe, so it's super loud, so we are ordering the exhaust stuff tonight. I meant to order it last week, but I need to hear this thing with the full exhaust. Dude, I cannot get over like the throttle response on this thing.
It's so fast.
It's so fast.
So sensitive.
We'll get the E-fans on it tomorrow and finish up wiring all these relays. I gotta do throttle cable. We're still waiting on that to come in. It's been forever. Some brake lines, a clutch line, and we should be able to like put this thing around the parking lot hopefully by the weekends, if not early next week, which is huge. Which means I'll spend hours on the base map, and then we'll throw it on the dyno hopefully next week, and we'll actually see this thing under some jam, which is mad.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? It's not leaking any more fluids. We still have to do an oil cooler. I forgot about that. We gotta figure out where to put that damn thing. Big victories.
Proud of you, man.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you.
Thank
Wankle
you.
World.
Wankle World.
Jimmy Wankle.
I'm happy.
They fight you. But then they're worth it. Definitely the coolest sounding car.
Oh, just wait till that actually has a muffler and stuff on it. I can't wait for this thing to just spit flames and do stupid things. Let's go breathe some fresh air and go home. We got the FC running great. Sounds amazing. Next video, we're gonna do the exhaust because we're way too eager to hear it with an exhaust on, I think. Right? To end the video off, sick, big surprise, I bought another S chassis. Let it burn, let it sink in, let the comments go. Yeah, there we go. No, I'm just kidding, this isn't mine. If you guys have recognized this car, this is actually Samet's US S13. He bought it, I think, a couple years ago, and he hasn't been able to touch it ever since. It's kind of been parked in a field, been waiting. So Samet's has been so good to us in Japan, we figured we'd return the favor and help him get sorted in America. So Samet's SR Coupe. The goal is to kind of, I'm not doing this for content, I'm literally just trying to help a friend out. We're gonna try and get this thing sorted for him, give it a simple treatment, probably similar to the Coupe. We're gonna cut it up, over fenders on it, big juicy angle kit, send off to get a cage, and just delegate the work for him, so when he comes to America, he has a drift ready car, so he doesn't have to borrow any more cars.
So this will be the car that he takes to
like the
invitationals
and stuff, and if
Okay.
he wants to come do grid lives or any US events, he has a car waiting for him, so he can get that left-hand drive practice, and he has a car that's sorted and he doesn't have to worry about it, and so I could stove the door in. Right? So
Those doors are hard to come by now.
These doors
Be
are
careful.
you can bring him in a suitcase with them. So Samet has videos on this on his channel, but it's a good car. It's all there. It needs some love. It's been sitting.
Not bad.
It's not bad. It's been sitting for a long time. She's a little crusty, but
Can we still use headlights?
can we steal the headlights? What do they got? He's got triples on it. We got some triples. We'll put combat eyes in for him. That'll be good. So, Samet, she's in good hands. We'll get it right for you. And if you guys want to see more about the car, go check out Samet's channel. He's got videos there somewhere. But for now, we're gonna get this thing off the trailer, clean it up, and get back to work on the FC. So, hope you guys are stoked for us. I'm ecstatic. I learned a lot on that thing, and we earned that startup. For now, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Spoon.
Have a good night.